Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So, what can we say? We have printed a new all-time high at the moment, and we're actually busy with another. We haven't got a close above the all-time high, but we did definitely get a close which was an all-time high, if you know what I mean. So the swing high was up there, and we kind of got another swing high at the same level. This is not looking very exciting to me at the moment. So look at the oscillators. Obviously, we know they can stay like that forever, but this is a concern in my life. And we came back onto structure here and accelerated off a structure to test the previous highs. Now, we've still got 4,000, and I still think that is more than likely the target that we should be looking for. But at the same time, you're going to have a lot of people that are looking to take profit in this area, and the bears know that, so they could be looking for opportunities, and they have access to a little bit more information than what we do, but they could be looking for opportunities just below the 4,000, even in this area here, trying to trigger stops that are running too close. Maybe a lot of stops that are in the market which are fairly close to where price is at the moment, because people are anticipating some kind of attack from the bears, and so you've got to be really careful with what's going on at the moment. So the 3-hour pin bar off structure, trend is up, moving averages are up, oscillators are indicating overbought, quite seriously overbought, and we are kind of just drifting higher. We're not really accelerating higher, and this is very typical of a potential top forming, because you have big consolidation, then you sort of have acceleration sideways, and then exhaustion bar onto the structure, and I think that's pretty much what is going to transpire. So with that in mind, we want to be long, and I'm going to get to yesterday's trade entry that I gave you, which were all these levels down here are from yesterday. Wasn't exact, but we'll get to that now. Look at this oscillator at the moment. No real reason here to be looking for longs with the oscillators looking like that on the hour. So this to me is dangerous, very, very dangerous. So what I do want to do is just come back onto that area there, because that was the previous consolidation. You can see we tested it twice in the session yesterday before falling away and coming to the upside. So pull back onto the structure, I would definitely look at long again, so that's 39.59. The other bit of structure that I would look at, it's going to add another line to the downside here, it's going to be around here of 39.47. And then the last thing that you could probably do, and now this is where it starts getting very, very interesting, because that was the trend line. We broke it, tried to retest, got above it, call that a retest down. So that's 1, 2, this is busy with the third retest of that structure. So everything that I'm seeing at the moment is just screaming, be careful, be very, very careful. There's nothing really here that is concrete that is saying we're going to fly to the upside. Okay, moving on to 15 minutes, just look at yesterday's opportunity. So the first opportunity was around here, and let's just get what time that was. I think that was just as the market opened. That's 9:15. So that's just as the market opened, to the pre-market opened, and you can see oscillators a little bit messy. Look to the left here, a bit of structure here, but this one here was a fairly decent opportunity. You can see pin bar off a level, there's my level, engulfing bar, oscillators with a little bit of diversions, so pretty decent setup for a long. And the only thing that's missing was obviously the moving average, but fairly decent off structure with oscillators supporting it. And that's why they're called indicators, because it's giving you an indication that there is something about to happen. You look at price action, pin bar, engulfing, that's a fairly decent structure. That was also a fairly decent structure off a level. and long it is. And the pre-market is always like that. So before the US opens, if you've got a sort of a long that forms an entry that forms long, you can always take it, but you're looking for the nearest level to get out, wait for the market open, and then look for the next bit of structure on the market open. And there was another one here that was forming pin bar off a level, but then you had this bit of confusion here, off structure below the gap. Everything was pretty cool here, but then you had this acceleration to the downside, obviously looking for a deeper level. So that's something that you just need to pay attention to. For me today, I would expect the same kind of structure on the 15 minutes off one of these levels. So the first level is 39.59 and the second one is going to be down here, 39.47. So we are still looking for 4,000. It's making a meal of it at the moment. It's really making hard work of getting there. But that is the ultimate target at the moment. But what you do need to do right now is start trading smaller lot sizes and keeping tighter stop losses. So you risk as little as possible looking for that target, because once we hit that target, I think you're going to have a fairly strong profit-taking session, and that could sort of trigger a bigger bear bar of some sorts that gives us a deeper pullback. And we need a pullback again. Remember, we want to buy the dips, and on the higher time frames, we need to buy the dips, and sometimes those dips are quite far down. But anyway, that's kind of just my view for today. What I'm seeing at the moment is not really conducive to getting long. I look further down, and you could look even as far down as these levels from yesterday as well. So this 39.35, 39.39 and 39.30 area as well. So all of that trend is still up. You're looking for longs, you're just looking for structure to buy off, and I would strongly advise having a look at a lower time frame like the 15 minute, 30 minutes if you feel like as well. But I would definitely look for opportunities off the lower time frames right now. Every single time frame higher than 30 minutes is extremely overbought. Okay, so anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later on. Cheers for now.